Good morning, people online. Kamlesh, Ankita, good morning. So today we will be having our last session on text classification. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of text classification?
Conclude the text.
To? Bolo.
Is positive or negative.
Okay. To classify whether a given paragraph, okay, is having a positive or a negative sentiment or whatever sentiment that you want. It can either be binary or it can be multiplex. Now, when we are dealing with text, what do you think or how do you think classification happens? Guess karo. We have already seen the basics. We have seen the NLTK. We have seen a lot of techniques. So, क्या technique use होता है? What do you think?
Tokenization.
Okay, tokenization. And
Split.
sorry,
Split.
split money.
Split the text into the sentence.
Why tokenization? Huh?
Stop order.
Okay, stop words, correct.
Word similarity.
Word similarity, not much, but it can be used.
NER.
NER. Okay, named entity. Okay, वो भी एक तरीका है. But those are advanced techniques.
Tagging.
Sorry?
Tagging. PDF. Part of speech.
Part of speech का उतना ये नहीं है. There is not much of part of speech. See, when we are doing classification, what is the main thing that we are dealing with? Data?
Yes.
Data कैसा होता है? Just give me 2 minutes, no? सोचो मैं send one urgent message. ये पता नहीं. So how is the data when you are doing a regular classification? You have numeric data and you have data कैसा होता है? Tell me. You have binary data and data, not bivariable data. One is numeric, next is string, categorical, right? String data we generally avoid. So when we have a numeric data or a categorical data or a combination of these two, we can perform classification, right? Text में क्या होता है? Text में do we have such bifurcation of data? नहीं होता, isn't it? So what do you think, or how data can be organized? क्या कर सकते हैं? Just think for a minute and tell me, and then we'll show you a demo, and then we'll do the actual. Okay. हाँ. So when you have a text classification to be done and the data is in form of a text, how do you convert the text into a format which can be read? Remember, we did one technique called bag of words counting. Do you know what is the meaning of one-hot encoding?
Yes.
So using these two techniques, we are going to form the data. Okay. So let me show you the basic implementation technique, how it is done. Now imagine that we have a sentence like this. We have a sentence like, let's say, text equals. Okay, so we have documents. So let's say the first document is good movie. And the next one is excellent direction. Okay, bad text. Okay, now there are different ways of doing text classification. You can also use the concept of gramming. Gramming, yaad hai? What is gramming? Last week kiya tha gramming. What is that? Where we group the words according to the value we specify. N-grams means the number of words to be grouped. So if I specify n equals 1, it will be one word. N equals 2 means group of 2 words. N equals 3 means group of 3 words. So you can also classify text based on the grams. Okay, so there are different techniques. So this is one of the techniques that we are going to learn. So this is called vectorizer. Okay, this is called TF, IDF, vectorizer. Okay, now what happens? Now, how many input I have here? How many sentences I have? 3 sentences. Are there any repetitions?
No.
No. Okay. Now I have 6 words, right? Or I can say I have 6 unique words and 3 sentences. I'm not worried about sentences. My main objective is the words. Now, each of these words form a feature. So that means I'll have the feature like this: good, movie, excellent, direction, bad, and taste. So more words you have, more features you will have. Samajh mein aa raha hai? So that is the reason why we do the stop words, so that we can get rid of unnecessary words that do not convey any meaning. Abhi maan lo yahan pe it was a good movie. Okay, so how many words? 6 plus 3, 9 words. So I'll have it was a. Right? I have 9 features. Now, do these words really convey any meaning? They don't have any significance. So that's why we have to get rid of these words as part of stop words. Okay. So how many features? 6 features. So that is why text classification takes a long time to get trained, because the number of words are more. So if you are dealing with 1000 reviews at a time, and each review, let's say, is 500 characters, multiply that by 1000. So how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lakh words. Now, out of these 5 lakhs, let's take away stop words which are close to 200, let's say. So how many words? Okay. Now, out of these remaining words, how many are duplicates? There can be duplicates also. Okay, out of 1000 reviews, let's say 900 movies have the word excellent. So there can be duplicates. So if I remove duplicates, let's say there are 3,000 duplicates, or let's say 5,000 duplicates. So 499,008,000, and let's say 5,000 duplicates. So how many unique words? 4. So that's your number of features. So imagine the dimension of your data. That is why text analytics requires a very good machine also. Okay. So what happens when I use a TF-IDF vectorizer? Every text or every word in that text is given a unique ID. Okay. Whether you have done the stop words or not, it doesn't matter. You have an option in that function to remove stop words. But assuming that you have not removed, every word gets a unique ID. Okay, so here good will get a unique ID, let's say 102. Movie will get a unique ID, let's say 113. Okay, randomly assigned unique value. What is this? Excellent. Excellent, let's say 213. Direction 106. Bad 319. And taste, let's say 115. Okay. Duplicates will have the same number. So here, if I have one more sentence, so let's say the sentence is good music. Okay, so how many unique words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But good is repeating. So how many unique words? 7. What is a new word? Music. So music will be given a new ID. Let's say 147, 146. But because good is already there, okay, it is going to consider that as a repeat word. So no new number is assigned. Okay. Now this data now gets converted into a one-hot encoding format. So good movie. कैसा रहेगा? 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Excellent direction. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. That's how it works. Okay. This is how the data gets formatted. Because when you want to do the classification, what you need end of the day is a data in numeric form, because text can't be read. So how do you convert a data into a text into a number? This is one of the techniques. What is the other technique? You can do text to text matching. That is more time consuming, isn't it? Because we have to take care of uppercase, lowercase, spelling mistakes, spaces, all those things. So formatting takes a long time. Okay, suppose I have a keyword, a positive sentiment. Suppose let's say I have a repository of positive sentiment and I have negative sentiments. Okay, now in the list of positive sentiments, I have a collection of n-grams. Okay. So let's say I have a collection of 2 grams. 2 grams. So what are they? Good taste. Okay. Fine ambience. Okay. These are the group of 2 words that indicates it is a positive sentiment. Now, suppose I have a text that says, instead of good taste, good state. Okay, taste and state, just a matter of the words, letters are same, but spelling is different. Okay, now if I get this, how will it classify? It won't classify as a positive, isn't it? Because state is not part of my vocabulary. It is taste. So you have to take care of this. So these are challenges what we have in text classification or text analysis. Remember last week हमने किया था similarity of words. How 2 words are similar. So we can check for similarity of words and then do the replacement of words. Those are very advanced techniques that you can use. You can check for spelling errors. You have special libraries in NLTK. NLTK actually huge. It is almost equivalent to doing a deep learning. It is huge. It's analytics. Okay, but you should know at least these concepts. Is this clear now?
Yes.
What is TF-IDF vectorizer? It is going to convert it into a matrix of n dimensions, where every column represents a word as a feature. Okay, and then how do you actually classify? Abhi data ban gaya. Now, how do you classify? Which algorithm will you use? We will use logistic regression. Can I use KNN here? No, because I cannot find distance between two words. Okay, car or truck, can you find the distance? No. We can either use logistic regression as our classifier, or we can sometimes people also use naive Bayes classifier. But we will stick to logistic regression, which gives a relatively good accuracy of our classifiers. Clear? Okay. Now comes the next part, that how is my data structured? Now data is not going to be available as a Excel sheet. Okay, data has to be in a different form. Sometimes you get data as a CSV form where you have sentiment and then positive, negative. You also get that, but generally what you get is a directory. So in this directory, you will have n number of directories and each subdirectory represents the Y variable. ठीक है, अभी मान लो we are doing binary classification. Binary में कितने subdirectories होंगे? 2. So this is negative and this is positive. Now inside the negative subdirectories, what will you have? Yes.
Convert into numeric.
Negative subdirectory है. ठीक है, subdirectory means something like this. This is a directory. This is a directory. So like this, you have negative, positive. Now, if I click on this one, what do you expect to see inside negative? Not words. You will see list of reviews. क्योंकि हमको review को classify करना है ना. So this negative directory will contain list of files. Positive will contain list of files. So we will train the files from negative and positive directory at random. So I'll take 70% from here. That will be my training data. Then I'll take the remaining 30%. That will be my test data. And then I will check how good my classifier is. So are the positive reviews getting predicted as positive? Are the negative reviews getting predicted as negative? And if this is working, then I'll create a set of my own sentences. And then predict whether these sentences are getting predicted as positive and negative. Clear? Is the flow clear? So this is how the text classification is done. Okay, this is one technique. So this is what we are going to see today. You can use Python for this. In deep learning also you have techniques to do this. But today we are going to see the Python method. So open Python. that is spider. And the data that you are going to deal with, download the data set. कब किया था? When you were installing NLTK corpus. याद है? NLTK.download. I asked you to install. So in that, there is a directory, there's a data set that you would have installed that is called movie reviews. Okay, I'll tell you the path. It is in your C:, users, app data. I'll tell you the exact location. यहाँ पे है देखो. See this one. C:, users, your username, app data, roaming, NLTK_data, Corpora, movie reviews. Okay. Just open that and see. I'll show you how the data is structured. Mila? Are you able to see the two directories? ये देखो, यूजर्स के बाद तुम्हारा यूजर नेम जो है इसके अंदर अदर थिंग्स आर कॉमन. Ankita, have you got the files?
Hello.
Yes.
So your screen is not visible, and can you tell me the locations once more?
Yeah, 1 second. Just give me 1 minute. I think I closed it by mistake. See, the app data subdirectory is a hidden file. You need to disable that. Ankita, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
This one. C:, users, your username. Now, app data is a hidden directory. Okay? So you need to go to the settings and enable that directory.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just show you C:, users, your username. Okay. आपका अगर pages है तो look for that word. Then app data. Okay. Now, if you look at app data, you see it is hidden. Okay. तो उसको enable करके double click. Then local. And then go to NLTK. Local roaming.
In app data.
App data roaming. Sorry. App data roaming. And then NLTK data. And here you have Corpora. So under corpora, you have a directory called movie review. You will see OS, negative and positive. So these are the two directories. Is it visible? Now, if you go into the NEG subdirectory, you will see this is a file which is a movie review. Okay, actual text. Someone has written it. Okay, देखो. आपने इंस्टॉल नहीं किया? I think you have not installed the full corpora. मैंने बोला था last time. When I told you NLTK not download, you will see a window. Install it. I think we have not installed it. We go it now. So, go to Spider. Yeah, NLTK पहले import NLTK इंस्टॉल हो गया ना तो NLTK डॉट डाउनलोड पहले import NLTK कंपाइलर नहीं नॉर्मल ये बेस हो गया यहाँ पे NLTK डॉट डाउनलोड ऊपर क्लोज ब्रैकेट्स रन करो इसको इसी विंडो आया होगा पूरा हो नहीं you have to install all the packages collections पूरा है ना install everything NLTK हुआ NLTK भी इंस्टॉल नहीं किया ओके Ankita, are you able to see the files? Okay, good. Yash, Tejas, okay, good. See, this is what happens when you miss one class, and these are very time-consuming activities, especially NLTK. उसको डाउनलोड करके छोड़ दो. Meanwhile, you can sit with Tejas and at least. But ये Parth, are you following the YouTube channel? नहीं किया ना? वो वाला कर लो, that will be useful. Otherwise, suddenly, if you attend this without knowing the background, at least for installation part, you will finish it. Okay. So this is the file. I'll just take you through one or two. So this is the file name. Now I'm going to click on one more file. This is the review. Now, can you tell me why this file needs to be removed from all the stop? Why should we remove all the stop codes?
It will be unnecessary matching.
यहाँ पे क्या है? Look at that bracket. Open bracket, close bracket. Okay. Now those are not really required. Correct? We are only concerned about the keywords. Apostrophe is not required. So that is why text analytics requires a lot of effort in terms of cleaning the data. हमने cleaning the data किया था. Remember? Which function was used to clean? Rect dot
split.
Cleaning the data. How do you clean the data?
Find
That is to extract the information. One technique is stopwords, right? दूसरा technique क्या था? Using regular expression. The last one, I think it is. Replace everything except a character. क्या था वो?
Small W.
Regular expression में there's a method called substitution. Okay, SUB. So where we can remove all these special characters and replace them with a space or any other character of our choice. Right? Okay. So this is a negative review. Now let's go to the positive review. So this is POS and look at the text here. So look at the words. Plenty of success. There are superheroes, etc., etc. Now this is a format which has been given to you. Okay? Can you create your own sentiments? अभी मान लो I am doing a Marathi movie review. Okay, some अभी latest क्या movie है? मराठी movie हिंदी नहीं. वेड. अभी आपने देखा है वेड? तो देख के let's say you watch this movie and you write a review. और उसको positive और negative का details कहाँ पे available रहेगा? Reviews में कहाँ रहेगा? Reviews में तो text रहेगा ना? हाँ, star करने के लिए you need to know na, whether it is positive or negative, or even star rating for that matter. How do you do star rating? How do you do? अभी तेजस ने लिखा है कि एकदम बकवास मूवी है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो उसका स्टार रेटिंग क्या है? So how do you find based on the text that this is a 1 star or a 5 star? Again based on words. तो वो words का vocabulary कहाँ पे है? So you have to select those words which says these words indicate positive. So you will create a repository. Okay? So your repository will show positive sentiment will have these words, negative will have these words, because background पे क्या हो रहा है? The data is getting read. That is, this file will get read. ठीक है? This will be compared against some corpus. And based on some calculation, it is going to tell you this is positive or negative. तो यहाँ पे calculation is the logistic regression, but you can use any other technique also. ठीक है? So you can create your own sentiments, directories, whatever you can think of. So that is why this is very interesting, and you can come up with your own solutions. Okay. Okay, clear है ये? Everyone clear on the fine. So let's go to Spider. आपका हो गया installation? Kamlesh, are you able to see the directory now? वही check कर लो पहले. ठीक है, काम करता हूँ. If in case you're not able to get the files, I have uploaded these files on Google Drive. ठीक है, I'll forward that link to you. आगे. But आपके लिए you need the NLTK first. वहाँ वो कर लो. So let's start with importing the libraries. So import. What is this PF IDF transfer? Import. PF ID. I'll just show you what is this library. Go to the net and type here TFIDF vectorizer sklearn. Okay, and just have it as a reference. Okay, you will have a detailed information on what this library is doing. This is what I explained in the morning. Okay. You can just have this as a reference. Okay, let's move along. So this is TF-IDF vectorizer. scalar dot this is splitting the data into train and test. Logistic regression will be the algorithm used to do the binary classification. I'll just write here sentiment analysis to classify a movie review as positive or negative.
So in cross validation, we get accuracy score, precision, and recall. Yes. It was a question in my exam.
Okay, what was the question?
We find the elements of cross validation and its element. Like,
Okay.
so we have to define the cross validation, then these are then accuracy. I wrote accuracy, precision, recall, and accuracy.
Right था वो?
I think
अच्छा मेरा
it was university exam.
अच्छा university exams. Okay.
One single
Okay, हो गया यहाँ तक? Okay. Now, before we get started, what is TF-IDF vectorizer? What does it do? I'll just give a small demo. What does TF-IDF vectorizer? So I told you that TF-IDF vectorizer is going to take every word in the corpus, that is your input, and it is going to assign a unique ID for every word. Okay, so I'll just create some random text, let's say in some text equals. This is the text. This is the text. Okay, so let's assume that this is my input text. Just taken some random sentences where some words are repeating. Okay, so first is I'm going to create a vectorizer. So I'm going to use a instance of the TF-IDF vectorizer. Okay, this is my class. Now go to the function here, TF-IDF vectorizer, and you see there are so many parameters. Okay, input, encoding, strip accents, lowercase, tokenizer, analyzer, stop words. So you can specify all these things as parameters. Okay, we'll do this in detail when we do the negative positive sentiments. But for now, I'm ignoring all this. Okay. So create an instance. Now we are going to train our data. So which is my data? This text. And now train the model. Actually, train is not the right term here. Form the TF-IDF vectorizer on the data. Training means I have to use the logistic regression. So we're not doing that. So I'll say train X equals using the instance fit underscore transform on my input data, which is txt. Okay, now what is this train X? So if you print out the train X, it is nothing but a tensor. Okay, and it says 5 by 14. ये 5 by 14 कहाँ से आया? There are 5 rows. There are 5 texts, right? And 14 क्या है? The unique words. So I told you that every word gets converted into a feature. So 14 है. So the is a feature. Movie is a feature. Boss is a feature. Excellent is a feature. Actors is a feature. In is a feature. The is repeating. So the is not taken. Movie is repeating. So again, not taken. Where useless. And then if you keep counting, you will get 14. समझ में आ रहा है? Clear? Tejas?
Yes.
Okay. Now we will print. You can get the unique words. What are the unique words? So vector 1 dot vocabulary dot items the underscore. Now see, So vector 1 dot vocabulary underscore dot items will return what are the unique words and what is the corresponding ID of that word. Repetitions hai? Are there any repeating words? No. So this is what is happening in the vectorizer. Clear? So when we read our input data, we have two sets of data, negative and positive. Then we have to shuffle them at random to convert them into training and testing, and then do the same thing on the input data and the training data and the test data. Ankita, clear? Okay. So now let us do the actual implementation. So I can call the movie directory equals. So just copy this movie directory. Why should we not use the front slash?
Because backslash T and backslash denotes front slash.
Q. Yeah, why did I change this?
Again, special. Already been predefined as special syntax for that.
No, it is not special. When I have a backslash and if I have a certain character following it, for example, /n, it means a new line. And if I have a directory or a file which has /n, it is going to convert it into a new line. So the movie directory will be C:/. If I have, for example, next. So /n will be C:/ext. Maybe /n will be treated as a new line, and then it will say invalid file. So that is why follow the Unix style notation of slash. Or use double slash. Double slash mein kya problem? It becomes very cluttered. Especially when you have a long directory, so too many slashes. Okay, now I have to import one more directory here to load the files. So from sklearn.datasets import load So the load files method will be used to read the data. Okay.
Can we show that directly another data sets?
sklearn.datasets is an inbuilt library which contains a lot of data sets that you can use. You can directly download it from the corpus. So let's say movie data equals. Okay, so I'm loading the data from the negative and positive directories. Load movie is not defined.
Load files.
Oh, sorry. So there are 2000 reviews. So if you count, you will have 1000 negatives and 1000 positives combined 2000. Now, if I print the content of the first file, can you tell me whether it is going to be, which file will that be? If I don't shuffle.
Negative file.
Why?
In order.
Good. It will be in the order. So always good to shuffle the files. None? Shall we take a break? 15 minutes. कल क्या करना है? Because your next session is not scheduled as of now. You want to do any revision or आज ऑफिशियली लास्ट डे है? हाँ बोलो क्या हुआ?
इसको लगा मुझे लगा इसको लगा कि खत्म हो गया क्लास
तो यू
रिवीजन करेंगे
इसका
जो अभी एनएलटी के हो गए एनएलटी के आर्टिकल
हाँ
चलिए कुछ भी चलेगा मशीन लर्निंग वैसे भी एमएल गाड़ी लेना
चलो ऑनलाइन we'll take a break 15 minutes and come back.
Teacher was very good.
Okay. क्या गर्मी है बे quite warm.
सोडा मेरे घर पे गीजर नहीं है तो एक दिन गर्म पानी नहीं आता था 2 दिन में गर्म पानी आता
चलो शुरू करें. Let's split the data now. So movie data is my variable which contains my data, which is the negative positive reviews. So data will be my X. And what is the Y? ये देखो line number 42.
Negative, positive.
Line 42 में क्या है? Target names, that is Y, that is a label. Okay. So because splitting क्या करता है? X plus X is split into train X, test X. Y is split into train Y, test Y. ठीक है? So movie data dot data is the features, the data, that is the X, and movie data dot target is the Y. Test size, you can have 90, 10, 80, 20, 70, 30, whatever it is. So let's have 0 and, sorry, 80 and 20. Okay. Now we are going to convert the data into vectorizer form. Now, once again, let us go back to the function TF-IDF vectorizer. Now, I'll just tell you the list of commonly used. One is this sublinear. Now, in TF-IDF, remember last week when we used the formula, what is the formula for the IDF? Inverse document frequency. Number of documents upon the word count. And if the word count is not there, we add 1 to it, +1. Okay? Because it is not necessary that every word, every document will contain that word. And I cannot divide a number by 0. So to avoid that, we put +1. So if you want to force the TF-IDF vectorizer to use the +1, we have to use this function called sublinear TF. Okay, so that will force itself to use it, especially in big documents, what we have. The Survey example where it was a very small list, so it doesn't really make any difference. Okay, so here we will use sublinear underscore TF equals 2. Now look at the default value, it is false. Okay. Next, we have one more function, one more parameter called max underscore df. Now here the default value is 1.0. Now what is the meaning of max df? When building the vocabulary means the words. Ignore terms that have a document frequency strictly higher than the threshold given. Beyond this range, I should not take the calculations. Okay, so if I give 0.5, so if there are 20 words, it will take only 10. So you are restricting the count of the words so that you get a higher number. So how much is that number that you want to set? That is called the max df. So default kitna hai? 100%. So take all the words. So when you have a large corpus or large input, play with the different. Okay, it might slow down the system. So we are going to take, let's say, we can take 0.5 to begin with. So it is going to consider only 50% of the words of that particular term, rather. Similarly, we have minimum. Excuse me. Okay, minimum DFS, the reverse. Kitna minimum hona chahiye, so that is anyway 1. So you can leave it as it is because we need at least 1. Okay. If you want that there should be at least 5 words, then you can set the minimum to that number. Okay, so minimum we can leave it as it is. Next. Should you format your input for stop words? It is always better to format. Otherwise, you will have too many words and that will increase my dimension. So we have a parameter called stop words. Ye dekho. Okay. By default, none. What does it mean?
No value.
It does not apply stop words. So if I have a sentence, this is a very good movie, it will take all the words. If I apply stop words, what will be the words? Good movie. This will be removed because it's a stop word. S is removed, that is a stop word. Removed because it is a stop word. Very removed. So you are left with only the keywords good movie. Okay, so recommended to use stop words. Or you manually do the stop words. That is up to you. यहाँ पे stop words equals. Okay, so I think I have not included the library called stop words here. NLTK dot corpus. Now stop words for which language? For English. So stop words dot words English. Okay, so these are the list of stop words. Keshav, you understand the concept of stopwords? I think you missed those sessions, I think. No?
Yeah, in the, like, let's say like,
Okay. अभी देखो यहाँ पे n ग्राम है, n gram range. Okay, so it is going to find out what kind of gramming you want to apply. So one word or 2 words or 3 words. So you can set that default is 1,1. That means it is only going to find one word as your key or the sentiment. Okay, so you can play around with this also. You can put 1,2 or 1,3. So it will convert the data into 1 gram, 2 gram, and 3 grams. And there is one more, there are two more things that you can use. I think other things you can just leave it as it is. Fine. This is fine. So ये नहीं आएगा ना यहाँ पे. Okay. So now let us do the vectorization. So vectorize the train and test data. So I'll put train x underscore b to indicate that it is a vectorized form. Vect dot fit underscore transform train x test x underscore b equals vect dot fit underscore transform test x. Done. Now, when the vectors are formed, not every data will have all the words, correct? Yeah. There will be a lot of zeros. Okay? Now, what is this kind of a data called? This kind of a matrix where you have lots of zeros. Very good. Usne bola? It is called a sparse matrix. Remember when we were doing the chapter on vectors, tensors, I was telling you what are the different types of tensors. So one of the types that we discussed was sparse tensors. So this is where it is used. Okay, so when you have 10,000 words and you are given a sentence which will contain, let's say, 6 words. So how many zeros will be there? Almost 9,600 zeros. So that is called a sparse tensor or a sparse matrix. Vect dot vocabulary underscore dot items हाँ. For this sparse. So how many unique words are there? Number of unique words, length of एक और bracket. How many words are there? 19,557 words. Okay, how many features? 19,557.
590 in 19,590.
Huh?
19,590.
Achha. The way we have done the training test split.
So, but
एक काम करते हैं.
object is created on the main object data set object.
Let's try one thing. Where we are doing the splitting now. Just try this out. Random state. Random state. Just give some number. Give 12, for example. Okay, try this. No, you will get, all of us should get the same data. Yes, splitting pen, just add this line, random state equals 12. Then once again, run the vectorizer. Then once again, vectorize the training and testing. Now see how many records I have, how many words I have. 19,770. Kitna aaya aapko? Same? 19770?
Yes.
I generally avoid this because all of us will get the same result. So we won't be able to see variations. So that's why I don't use this random state variable. I want to see individual results. Okay? But you can change it later on.
Random state is equal to 12.
It's a random number. What it means is if I want to replicate the same data again and again.
No, then 12, if we all put random number 12,
we'll all get the same number. We'll all get the same result.
You can put any other value.
So today you try with 6, tomorrow we'll try with 6. Data is the same. Okay. Now let's look at some of the words. Print a few words from vocabulary. So print vectorizer dot vocabulary underscore dot items. And okay, I'll just convert this into a list. That's right. list of okay, so I'm just splitting the first 30 words. Now see what are the words and what is the number corresponding to that word. It is the unique ID of that word. Remember, we did that example with 5 sentences. So same thing here. Every word is given a unique number and there are no repeating entities. So यहाँ पे देखो desperate. ID is 475. Measures. Something. Excited. Traditional. Just to show. नहीं तो पूरा 19,000 दिखाएगा ना. I'm just taking the first 30 words. इसीलिए मैंने few words लिखा है यहाँ पे. Say first. You can print everything also. पूरा scroll करेगा 20,000. You don't need all this. हो गया अंकिता done. Okay. Can you add new words to stop words?
Yes.
So if you feel that your vocabulary contains some words which are not part of the default set, you can add words also before applying the stop words in the parameter. ठीक है? Tejas, any questions? Yash? Okay, now let us build the model. Train the model using logistic regression. Classify. So let me call my model as M1. What is my input data? Training the data train x underscore v ना vector form होना चाहिए ना because train x क्या है words है so it should be train x underscore v. Done? Now we cannot see the summary because this particular function does not give you a summary. Logistic regression में summary हमने किया था remember? But that is there in the OLS. It uses a different model. Yeah, that uses the logit model. This is the logistic regression. So, दो है. You can use this Now here anyway, there is no need for a summary because we are not doing any feature selection. Okay, so this model is good enough. Now predicting on the test data. Input क्या है? What is my test data? Test test x underscore v. X has 19,770 features per sample, expecting 35. Acha, okay. X has 19,770 C features per sample, expecting 35,948. Then X underscore V dot shape. 948. Then transform test x underscore v equals vector dot transform test x. Just make one small change. ये जो test है ना, okay, it is not fit transform, it is only transform. Okay, so run that vectorizer again, and then from line number 50 to 59, just run this. The dimension for train and test should match, otherwise you will get an error. Okay, that is the reason why there was an error here. Okay, हाँ नहीं, ये वाला चेंज कर लो बस। ये जो टेस्ट x अंडरस्कोर v था उस पे वेक्टर डॉट ट्रांसफॉर्म करना है, नॉट फिट अंडरस्कोर ट्रांसफॉर्म। एंड देन रन दिस होल लाइन यहां से। अदरवाइज ये जो वेक्टर का जो इंस्टेंस है इट इज स्टिल हैविंग द ओल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन, उसको रिफ्रेश करना है। Now build the model again and now do the prediction, and now you are getting the predicted values. So let us find out what is the model accuracy. So print accuracy equals dot format accuracy underscore score test y and predicted. So the model is giving me an accuracy of 87%. What is the meaning of this number 87%? मतलब क्या है?
Confusion matrix and diagonal upon total sum. Confusion matrix, the diagonal upon total sum.
It means that the negative reviews are getting predicted as negatives and positives are getting predicted as positives. General meaning है कि नहीं? But are you sure that negatives are getting predicted as negatives? ये तो overall accuracy दिया है, right? So now we have to see from the which one?
Precision.
कहाँ से आएगा वो? Classification report. So from there we have to see for positives, positive class, what is the score? Recall score. And for the negative class, what is the recall score? For positive class, what is the recall score? Then plot the confusion matrix and then accuracy. Then overall we'll see the picture how the performance is. Okay. So this is model accuracy. Now next is confusion matrix. So overall we see that performance is good. Now let us plot the classification report.
Test X vector है. Test X vector है ना. Transform doesn't fit word card. Doesn't fit transform card. Test X fit card.
X को फिर ट्रांसफॉर्म, Y को ओनली ट्रांसफॉर्म। सो जीरो नेगेटिव है कि पॉजिटिव है? Because n comes before p.
Yes.
So n gets translated as 0, p gets translated as 1. So negative में कितने records हैं total?
206.
206. Out of which how many have been predicted correctly?
87.
286 positive negative है. Out of that, how many have been predicted as negatives?
206.
206 total है ना?
Yes.
Total negatives.
32.
174. Total negatives कितना है? 206. Out of which how many have been predicted correctly as negatives? 174. So 174 upon 206 कितना है? It will be 89%. Calculate करके देखो. You should get 89%. 174 ना? 174 divided by 206 कितना है? 85%. हाँ बराबर है ना? 84% देखो रिकॉल. नेक्स्ट नेगेटिव क्लास का हो गया. पॉजिटिव्स, हाउ मेनी रिकॉर्ड्स आर देयर विद पॉजिटिव रिव्यूज? 194 टोटल. उसपे हाउ मेनी हैव बीन करेक्टली प्रेडिक्टेड एज पॉजिटिव रिव्यूज? 173. So 173 out of how much? 194 कितना हुआ? 89.1%. So recall पे देखो 89.1. So that means majority of the records have been correctly classified. अभी इसको how can you make this model better? You can put more keywords, more stopwords. You can introduce that n-gram. I told you by default it is taking 1 and use that and see. You can change the percentage of maximum DF and change the value for min DF. So all these hyperparameter you can tune. So for that, go through this list of parameters. Okay, so this is how text classification is done. Now, suppose I give you a list of sentences and I tell you predict these sentences. Let's do that. So this is unseen data. So what we have done so far is built a model on existing data. Okay, now I'm getting some more reviews today. So usko kaise classify karoge? So let's say new reviews.
So how will the machine interpret absolutely? Is it a stop word or a
That is how you have defined, no? In the vectorizer. If you have removed the stop words, it won't. So that is why I told you that when you are using stop words, you can customize your stop words. If absolutely is not considered to be a valid word, put it in the stop words.
because it can go both ways, absolutely rubbish, absolutely wonderful.
So how do you fix that problem? Tell me. Absolutely wonderful is good. Absolutely rubbish is bad.
2 n.
2 n-grams, very good. 2 grams, not 2 n-grams. Okay, 2 gram. So this is how you have to use a gramming, because the same word can represent two things. So how do you know? By looking at the previous word or the next word. Good is positive, not good is negative. Can be good क्या है?
Negative.
It is actually neutral. है कि नहीं? ना इधर ना उधर. So in this case, you can use 3 grams. समझ में आया how to handle text? Now I have to classify these new reviews. So what should be the ratings for each of these movies? Just put a comment. Pehla kya hai? Positive. Second one, negative. Third one, negative. Fourth one, negative. Fifth one, positive. Sixth one, negative. Last one, 2 thumbs up. Positive. Okay, this is the expected result. Now let us see how good this model is. हमारा performance कितना था? 89%, 87%. So that means 87% of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So that means I should get at least 6 right. No, 7 right. 7 out of 8. I should get at least 7 right. Let's try. सबसे पहले क्या करना है? क्यों split करना? Vectorize. Good. So new reviews underscore V equals, what was the variable for vectorization? Vect था या vector था? Vect. Okay. Vect dot transform. What is the input? New reviews. Now to the prediction. So I can use new reviews prediction equals. What is my model name? Model name. Model name. M1. M1 dot predict. Predict on new reviews underscore V.
Can you scroll for the vectorization point?
What's up?
Vectorization of the camera?
Huh.
Which
Which line?
the vectorization point.
Huh? I'll share this file with you in case if you have missed.
No, I was like just seeing that vector. We are using the same function again. The variable which we have declared. That variable they are using and calling an object.
Because this vector object, this instance will be constant.
Yes.
You cannot change it, otherwise your model won't work. Because when we are building the model using a certain vector that is used on the testing, and that same thing has to be used on my unseen data. Otherwise,
so this is going to be like standard for all the models, right?
as long as your data is similar. So when you are changing stopwords, you have to build a new vector. That is, your TF idea vectorization will change.
You can add multiple stopwords in that.
No, at any given point of time, only one. One language. Sorry, question क्या था? Repeat.
Stopwatch will be a word, right?
Stopwatch is a language. For example, if I take English stopwords, so stopwords will have a dictionary of words which are not meaning, which do not convey a meaning. It, that, if, but. Okay. If you take Hindi stopwords, you will have a list of words. Okay, so I'm using this zip function. Zip function क्या करता है? वो zip नहीं. Python वाला zip function. It is going to create tuples by joining columns. Okay, so I'm building the first record of the reviews with the first record of prediction and making it into a tuple. Okay. So now print the results. Now, if you look at the zip function, what does it return? It returns two values. What is my data, which I have defined at the top, and what is its corresponding prediction, which is called target or result. You can, in fact, you can write target here instead of result. Okay, what is the review and what is the target? Now, target, I don't want 0 and 1. I want the value positive or negative. Okay. Print. So you can write review, and then you can write dot format. PG4. I'll just tell you what is this line. Movie data dot target names of 0. So this returns negative and 1 returns positive. This is what I want. So absolutely wonderful movie with a great storyline. Kya hai? Positive. Direction was pathetic, negative. Music was jarring, negative. Too many fight sequences, negative. A well-made plot, positive. Slept halfway, negative. 2 thumbs ups, negative. So that means 6 out of 7. Ideally, it should have been 7 out of 7 because the last one is a positive sentiment.
So it might have taken 2 as the rating of the movie.
Or maybe in the list of words, there is no word called thumbs. कुछ भी हो सकता है. And with that, we conclude our session. Finally. When did we start? October. Huh? June में. अक्टूबर में शायद किया था कि सितंबर में, around that time. Any idea where is Manish Komal?
Yeah, Manish was the next week.
Or I know on 7 people. एक और आता था Manish के संग Aniket.
No guns, that's not good.
Tejas is really putting a lot of efforts. नहीं कर रहे. आज बहुत सारा आंसर सब दिया था.
मेरे आगे सक्सेस.
अच्छा, what do you want to do tomorrow? You are coming here. Then I will come. Practice करना है. If you are coming, then I will come. Ankita, are you going to travel tomorrow here to the institute?
Yeah, all the files that possible from ML here. I have, but I want to tally this.
Tomorrow, Ankita. So if you are coming here, then I'll come. Otherwise, if you are not able to travel for any reason, fine. ये पूरा डायरेक्टरी है आपको. Python, SQL, and statistics. Python का ही maximum है ना. Decision tree, deep learning, hierarchical, k-means, knn, linear, logistic, NLTK, random forest, SVM, time series, intro to TensorFlow. Oops. Then QA sessions. ये QA क्या था?
Some questions on Python.
Oh, अच्छा अच्छा. हाँ. Okay.
Sir, this is stats or
LMS में क्या है? I have no idea. See, from an interview perspective, you have to concentrate on two things. One is SQL, one is Python. That is programming in PC. Statistics, most of 99% of the time it is verbal. Yeah, calculations are not involved. You have to know that topic. But SQL and Python is something that you have to write the code and practice.
Which Python examples and data set questions and questions. No, it's like people like to see stars.
I can give you a lot of questions, but provided if you're coming here and so that you can have an interaction. Yes, online karna hai, it's up to you. Not forcing you to come. But Tejas को online action नहीं लगता, 10 मिनट बाद बोर हो गया. Last time ऐसे ही छोड़ दी क्या लगी? 12 बजे तक था. बहुत सुनता है. See, ऐसा attitude नहीं चलेगा.
नहीं सर, होता ही नहीं है. इधर कैसा फेस टू फेस रहता है?
क्या रहता है?
फेस टू फेस समझ में नहीं आता, डाउट क्लियर.
तो इसे मैं बोलता हूँ ना, always switch on the camera. That is the reason for that.
सर आप हेल्प कर सकते क्या मॉडल जो इंटरव्यू में जो मॉडल नहीं कर बनाए उनको बनाने के लिए वो देते आपने को मॉडल सेट बनाने के लिए उससे हेल्प कर सकते क्या?
नहीं. I will tell you why. Because it is your interview.
Yes sir.
तो मैं इंटरव्यू ले रहा हूँ.
क्या है? अरे मॉडल में क्या समझ
इंटरव्यू क्या होता है? Lot of interviews, the company will give you a data set to work. You make a model, send me a solution. They give you 1-2 days. Okay. And lot of students they ask the help. So we generally discourage that. We don't want to help, we discourage. क्योंकि उनको पता चल जाता है. It's very easy for them. If I give you a problem statement, you can very easily tell whether you have done it yourself or not. So why get into that mood? Mano, that is the last step of an interview. If you are honest, sincerely किया है, गलत भी हो चलेगा, but you have a high chance of getting into the company rather than asking someone and not able to answer. We generally discourage. My effort, I'll show you so many emails I have. They will easily find. Don't get bigger.
वो एमएल के लिए जो आपने साइट बताई थी वही है
UCL the University of Berkeley
डेटासेट्स के लिए हाँ वो एक साइट है मैं जरा अभी तो बहुत सारे हैं UCL
archive.ics.uci.edu archive
just UCI type करो अपना
UCI type
search में
एक बार हाँ क्या पूछा
Ankita, any questions, doubts from you? You can discuss it now. Okay. Acha, Kalka, what do you plan? Coming, not coming, so that I can schedule my session. Force नहीं कर रहा मैं. Okay. It's absolutely okay if you have other engagements. I'll send you the questions. आप मुझे, if you want, you can send it to me or practice at home. Up to you.
One can have question.
Q learning.
Yeah.
कौन से topic पे आता है ये?
No, sir. Just a question. What is Q learning?
I have, I mean, unless you tell me. Okay, Ankita. So then tomorrow, so today will be the last session, and good luck for your future classes. Okay, we'll log off now.
I see. Yeah. Data set.
Okay, bye.
Other